demand this money from your landlord, but we'll get there. So there's that 2 years, 1 year to 2 years demand that people get into. Now there's a security deposit, which was 0.3. Is that also backed by law?
Which is also not backed by law. And again, it's a very good initiative. We don't have it in our current law. We can see it in foreign laws. But it is very good in the sense of our viewpoint that when you have your money somewhere, which is meant for maintenance, it makes you very conscious. And a lot of landlords who have implemented it, though it's not backed by law, the tenants dwelling in their premises have made sure that they've maintained the place as they come to meet it, so that when they are going, they will get their refund. So it's a checkpoint that tenants are being demanded to pay by the landlord, so that it will check them to make sure that they maintain the premises as they come to meet them.
Okay. Cici. We've done 1 to 3 already,
okay,
so let's take it from 4.
Then the point 4 says that the tenant shall pay a service charge of an amount of 84 Ghana cedis a month for 1 year. That is 1,000 cedis. The 5 says that the tenant shall not sublet the said premises to any other person without the prior consent of the landlord. And point 6, the tenant shall not carry out any structural alteration or addition to the premises without consent of the landlord. 7, the tenant shall repair or pay for any damages caused to the premises during the tenancy period.
Okay. Mr. Kwasu?
Yes.
Service charge.
Yes.
What's
so
that?
Service charge is just an agreement between the landlord and the tenant. It's not currently in our law, but if you meet as landlord and tenant, whatever you agree will be binding. So this is not an imposition. If a landlord wants to dislodge your manhole and you feel that you can do it yourself, it wouldn't be in the tenancy agreement. But where the two of you agree that at the end of the day somebody will render that service, then you pay for it, and the two of you agree, then that is binding.
It sounds like there's a lot that this law has not taken into consideration. I mean, it is, like you say, over 60 years old, and new trends have come up. But if we are already acting ahead of the law that is in existence, then it's a chaotic situation.
Oh yeah, we agree with you. That's why since 2010 we've been pushing for the review of this law.
Okay.
Just last year or last administration, we were about to pass the bill, but unfortunately the administration went off, and then we have to start
So now you have to start over
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do not sublet the premises to any other person without the prior consent of the landlord?
Yes, that is in the law. That one we have it. We call it subletting.
Okay.
In
so
that
you
case,
rent, and then you also rent. You
exactly.
rent from somebody and you also rent.
Exactly.
That's
but in that case, the landlord has to give you a written consent.
Okay.
And after the written consent, when you get somebody, the person must be introduced to the landlord.
Okay.
For the landlord to agree on.
So here's an interesting point. Point 6. It said don't carry out any structural alteration. Matisi, is that what it
so
says?
Don't carry out any structural alteration or addition to the premises without consent of the landlord. So maybe your adders are.
So if the landlord consents and then you carry out any structural alterations, who pays for it?
Okay. So